Hello and welcome back. Today I will be discussing the third and final NBA 2K21 Next Gen gameplay blog. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I have a couple of awesome videos coming up. A couple of friends and I are getting started with the 2K League. We've already played a couple of great games. So yeah, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss those. And also drop a like on this video to show your support. That helps me out tremendously as well. So let's get right into it. This morning, NBA 2K21's Twitter posted Next Gen Blog 3 of 3. Now, immediately what sticks out to me, new MyPlayer Builder. They just implemented the current MyPlayer Builder a couple years ago, and I thought that was great, but definitely thought there could be improvements. But it looks like they have improved it to the point where there are no more pie charts, and I love the sound of that, but I'm also a little bit worried. I love that there's the potential for tons of customization, like truly everyone can make their own unique player. In this current Gen 2K, it seems like everybody has the same build, like every point guard is a playmaking shot creator, every big is a glass cleaning finisher, because those are the dominant builds in this game. But hopefully with this new system, we'll see a lot of unique builds and different players excelling in different ways. Also worth pointing out that there are lots of new badges. Within the last couple of years, they have already added a ton of new badges. So that makes me think that the game will be even more based on the number of badges that your player has. But enough of the assumptions, let's just jump right into the blog and check it out. So I haven't read the blog all the way through. I skimmed through the first part of it and thought I could read it and share my initial reactions while I'm making the video. So knock out two birds with one stone here. The first section, titled Player Builds, Badges, and Takeover. The Next Gen Player Builder is all about customization. We've taken a lot of feedback from the community over the past few years as we've evolved the MyPlayer building experience. One thing that we hear loud and clear from you is that you want more options. Okay, and that is definitely true. There haven't been that many pie charts. I think maybe like 12 of them. I don't know off the top of my head, but there haven't been that many, which doesn't leave much room for variation between builds. So I really like to see that they're just getting rid of the pie chart and you can set your own cap breakers. And check out this video here. Yeah, okay. Looks like again, the number of badge or attribute points you put towards a category will ultimately determine how many of those badge points you get. So as you see in this, the shooting is upgraded almost all the way, so they have 30 shooting badges. So that'll work pretty similarly, it looks like. You also set your own physicals, which is cool. And also I just noticed this. As the ratings go up, if I can play it in half speed or quarter speed, as the badge points go up, the available badges changes. So as you saw there, once they get to about 6 or 7 badges, a few more badges are available for them to equip. So since there's no pie charts, it looks like you can get Hall of Fame badges at every single build. And I do like that, because again, that can really set you apart from other players. So they don't have all the finishing badges available because they only have 14 of them, and they didn't set enough attribute points to get all of the badges unlocked. So strategy and planning out your player ahead of time is crucial. You want to plan for what kinds of badges you want in order to make your build, it looks like. So again, playmaking, the more attributes get put towards playmaking, the more badges that end up getting unlocked. And it looks like your physicals also count towards your overall. Like this already right here, it makes me excited enough to get the next gen console and to get this game for it. Because I already enjoy looking at different builds. And with the customization of this should keep me entertained for hours trying to find the right build for me. So up here it says, Takeover Abilities determine how your MyPlayer will improve when heating up during a game. As you get hot, the Takeover meter will fill your primary ability, then your secondary. So that goes back to a few 2Ks ago where you were able to get 2 different kinds of takeover. I do like that because it goes away from making your player one-dimensional. Sure, you can make his takeovers all finishing and make that takeover better, but you can also maybe do playmaking and finishing. So you can have an extra boost in a different category. So if you wait for both meters to fill, you can activate both abilities together. So there's going to be a primary takeover bar. You fill that up, you have a chance to fill up your secondary bar. But I would assume it comes at the risk of losing your takeover if you have that primary bar full. So it's kind of similar to this year. If you want to just activate your takeover right away, or if you want to try to get team takeover, it's a risk reward scenario. Also, you notice There's different kinds of shot creating takeover, different kinds of sharpshooting takeover, different kinds of playmaking takeover. Looks like we have the descriptions for the new takeovers. In the last couple of 2Ks, we've had 8 general takeovers, but now they've broken those down into 24 more specific takeovers. So I do like the sound of that. Advanced gathers unlocks more effective spin, euro, hop step, cradle gathers. So that must be where fancy footwork comes in. Once you get takeover, you're able to use more animations to get past defenders. Finishing moves looks similar to the current slashing takeover. Easy blow-bys. Yeah, so all of the, looks like these are exactly what they say they are. All these things, these 3 takeovers right here, combine into what is known as the current slashing takeover. Now you have to pick and choose which one of those 3 things that you would have got in the next gen game. And I like that a lot. You got pull-up precision, boost well-timed aimed shots off the dribble, ankle breaking shots, more ankle breakers off of spin and step back jumpers. Negative impact reduces defensive impact against pull-ups and other skill shots, and limitless range extend your shooting range out to the logos. I can already tell that ankle breaking shots and limitless range are probably going to be the most popular takeovers. Hopefully it's not too overpowered to the point that every single person is using these. Looks like, I missed a shooting takeover there. Spot up precision, boost well-timed aimed stationary jump shots. That would be another good one for non-ball handlers. So if you have spot up shooters on your team, this would probably be a really good one to have as well. We got 3 playmaking ones. Team ratings boost. Playmakers boost their teammates' offensive ratings. Okay, so that looks like that'll take place of floor general. Unless floor general is still in the game, we have to wait to see. It didn't say it was retired, so I assume it's still in the game. So that'd be incredible if we had floor general and this team ratings boost takeover. There's team takeover boost your teammates takeover meter progress, and team badge boost your teammates badges up a tier. Okay, so if you combine the badge boost and the ratings boost, man, that would be unreal. I'm kind of disappointed those are the only 3 playmaking takeovers. Those would probably be ones that I would want to use anyways as a playmaker myself. So it looks like there's a ton of defensive options, and that'll be super interesting because you can have perimeter defenders and you can have interior defenders, so you have to pick and choose which ones and which aspects of defending you want to be good at. So we have extreme clamps, more stonewall and lost dribble body up resolutions for locks, perimeter badge drop, knocks shooting badges down a tier when you get close, enhanced jump shot contest, boosts your ability to contest jumpers. That's probably one that I would want as a defender. Stuff blocks, unlocks more swat, backboard pins, and grab blocks. Paint intimidation, boosts your ability to affect shots around the rim. That'll probably be the most overpowered one. I'd definitely use that over blocks. Interior badge drop, drops opposition scoring badges down a tier in the paint. Box out wall, improves ability to seal off opponents for easy boards. See the future, shows where missed shots are going to end up. I liked that and the glass cleaning takeover from this current gen. I think that is super helpful to know where the ball is going to end up so you can time your jump and get into the right place. Glass clearing dimes after rebound, kick out passes boost your teammates shooting. And then lastly, the post scoring ones, we have power back downs, easier to push defenders around when posting up. Post playmaking, boost your teammates offensive abilities when passing out of post. Advanced post moves, easier to beat defenders with post moves. Post shot daggers, increase scoring ability with hooks, fades, shimmy shots, etc. So this paragraph here confirms if you want to devastate your opponent even further, you can wait even longer and try to fill up the team takeover meter. If you can fill all 3, activating will enable your entire team's takeovers, and it's pretty much over for the competition. So in current gen we have the takeover meter, and then if you fill it up all the way you get team takeover. So this time in next gen we have 3 different takeover meters. We have the primary one, the secondary one, and then the team takeover one. Oh, and this thing is awesome right here. I think people have been asking for this for a long time. 2K is honoring Kobe Bryant by if you earn all of your badge points, so if you max out your player and get all the badges, you will receive the Mamba Mentality badge, which allows you to change your takeovers whenever you want. So just like Kobe, you can vary up how you choose to take over from one game to the next. I think that is awesome because in certain situations you may be the only guy on your team that can shoot, so you want to have better scoring takeovers. But if not, if you have multiple guys on your team that can shoot, then maybe you'd want to change one of those shooting takeovers to a playmaking takeover, so you're able to be a better playmaker. I really like that because in certain situations you might want to use a different kind of takeover. So jumping into the badges, they say many favorites return, but most have undergone some significant functionality changes. There are also some new ones, some revived ones, and some removed ones. I'll go through ones that are pretty new. Hook Specialist boosts hook shot ability. That's a new one. Boosts ability to do standing dunks in traffic is Rise Up. That one could be very helpful for a big man. Circus threes, improved ability to hit pull-up and step-back threes. I can already tell that that badge is going to be broken. Looks like they rebranded Limitless Range and Range Extender to Deep Threes. Rhythm Shooter, boosts shot percentages out of size-ups as well as one-step pull-ups. I don't know how often players shoot in those situations, because I feel like you're not able to get enough separation if you do those kinds of things. So maybe the next gen gameplay will allow for that to happen a little bit better. Set Shooter, shooting ability gets better the longer you set and wait before pulling. Like if you're playing basketball in real life and you get the ball wide open for three, the longer you think about the shot, I feel like the more likely you're gonna miss it. But this badge gives you a bonus the longer you wait. But the longer you wait, the more likely you have a chance of getting contested. So I don't know if that'll be necessarily a good badge to have. Stop and pop 3 for the JJ Redick's who want to pull up for 3 of the transition. I know some people that'll enjoy that badge, especially if it helps them stay behind the 3-point line. Like that's always been a problem, keeping the feet set behind the 3-point line while we're in transition. Bullet Passer gives you the ability to throw laser dots like LeBron. I love the sounds of that, considering I hate how passing works in this game. I get really frustrated with how the passing mechanics work. I really hope that changes in this next gen game. Relay Passer boosts the shooter on pass to assist situations, so that kind of emphasizes the use of ball movement. Ankle Braces makes it tougher for ball handlers to break your ankles. That's always nice. Clutch Defender, so that's kind of a counter to Clutch Shooter. Boost your defensive ratings in clutch moments. I do like the sound of that because defenders can make big plays in the clutch too. And then there's a list of badges that they retired, but as I was scrolling through Twitter this morning, I found this chart that we'll go ahead and take a look at. Apology on Twitter, shout out to him, made this chart that shows the retired badges that they showed in the blog and then the new badges that they showed in the blog along with the new badge descriptions. Some of the notable ones that they retired, we'll go category by category. So the finishing badges, it looks like they simplified a lot of these. It's like Contact Finisher goes into Revived Posterizer. Relentless Finisher goes into Fearless Finisher. Fancy Footwork, as you can see, is gone. I wonder if that means we'll already have plenty of control over our players' footwork while driving in the paint. Shooting badges here, a lot of these badges I feel like aren't really that popular right now. Range Extender obviously is the most important badge, but that's getting rebranded to Sniper. 2K20 was the last time we saw Quick Draw, so that's no longer in the game obviously. But then the other badges I feel like aren't used that often. Flexible Release, maybe. So some of these new shooting badges I think will be more important than some of these retired ones. As for passing, again, these 3 playmaking badges I never used. And lastly, defense, Lightning Reflexes didn't even work in Moving Truck. That one was a good defensive badge to have, especially when you played post-scoring bigs. It was kind of a counter to Back Down Punisher, so hopefully they have a solution for that. Or maybe strength will matter more, so the higher your strength, the less likely you are to be back down. Hopefully that's how it works in next gen. So next up we have the next gen AI, but that looks like it's a lot of, if you play offline game modes, that's where that will come into play just by skimming through it. So I don't think that's something that really interests me right now. And if you're watching this video, you're probably only interested in the My Career aspect, so we're not even going to look into that. But I think it's safe to assume that they made the AIs smarter, have more realistic movement, react to different situations in the game, and stuff like that. So anyway, that does it for the 3rd and final NBA 2K21 Next Gen gameplay blog. If you want to go back and read it yourself, I'll put that in the description down below, along with my Instagram and my TikTok. My TikTok, I've made my first 2 videos and they've had over 1,500 views each. So I never thought I'd be using that, but I think I'll start using it a little more just because I've seen a lot of love on those. So again, yeah, those links will all be down in the description. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on this video. See you guys.